Hello, I'm Marie van Eck here from the Netherlands from RV Art School. I'm going to show you and demonstrate you in a very short video, or at least a video of less than half an hour, how you can very easy, really very easy, with cheap materials, simple materials in a simple way, lay down your first layer in your journal. I experience a lot of my workshops that people find it hard to start, or how you make this first layer, and actually it's the first layer is just the first layer. Mostly, after all, you don't see anything about it. So why worry about this first layer and just start doing it without having this doubt or anxiety. Is it going to be okay? And what if? And blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to show you that all this thinking about this first layer is unnecessary and you don't really need much to get your first layer done. I show you the simple materials I like to use, cheap ones, easy to use, and in this short video, I think I did 10 or more than 10 first layers in pages of a journal. So have fun watching this. I hope you get inspired by it and benefit from it. So at least I know I did when I did it and when I started journaling. So have a nice day, have fun, and if you have questions, ask me. Bye bye. Okay, let's start the first layers of an art journal or an art book. And I will explain or show you, demonstrate you, how simple it can be to just in no time have a first layer for the rest of your journal stories, for art ventures or let's journal or whatever you're creating. It's always nice, if you have a simple way to get rid of this white page. And what you need is simple tools. Just a few brushes, different sizes is nice if you have them, smaller ones, bigger ones. This is my owl. A palette knife is nice. Just some stamps. A simple one is made of some piece of textile, I think. Just a few pencils or oil pencils. And this is my homemade inked in very cheap dripping pots. Spray bottle, I have a few colors of paint I can dip my hands in very easily. These are my stencils. This is fabrics, piece of textile, vintage, what you have before your windows. This is for drawing technical paintings. This is a piece of iron. I really like this one. These are the average stencils everybody knows. You can buy them very cheap here. And a piece of wallpaper with relief, you can print with it. And my own made stencil stamp. It's made from EPDM. You can make a pond with it. It's like the same material as your inner tube of your bicycle. So this is just random pieces of paper, secondhand. Normally I will demonstrate this in a book, but then it gets really very wet and I can't work on the same page. So I have some more. Here's some stencils, a piece of iron. So let's get started. That's what I like the most. Sometimes it's very nice just by writing something you want to wish yourself that day or for your spread. So I wish myself a lot of fun. Okay, so the page is not white anymore, but you can make it more a pattern if you repeat your message. Myself a lot of fun, and get looser and looser every time. I can't write and think and write and talk to the same time. Myself a lot of fun. I wish myself, and then it becomes more scribbling. A lot of fun. I wish myself. So this could be the first layer for a spread. What's nice, what I really like, is that I go over it with a more thicker kind of material. I wish myself myself a lot of fun. I wish myself... I know what's standing here, nobody else knows, but that's not important. It's getting started, it's what counts, and you have a kind of pattern on your base. Wish myself. So, what I like also is when you go and spray over something oil, like this oil pastels, then everything gets very soft, except where the oil pastel is. You can do it with Vaseline. I don't know the English word for it. It's a creamy, very greasy kind of something you can put on your body. Or cream. So that's one. Let's get started. The next one. A big brush. Just, you know. I dip just 2 colors. A bit of blue. So, done. Very easy. You can even draw some lines in it if you want. It's, you know, it's very good enough. Just for a first layer. What matters is that there is no white anymore and you don't spend hours on this first layer, because mostly you don't see this layer after all. So who cares? Okay, what I'm going to do, what I like is, I don't know if you see it, if I use this color, just you have cling film or a piece of paper or translucent paper, whatever you have. Maybe like this, and you have like this. You can repeat it, of course, a few times or on another page. Whatever you like. What matters is that there is a first layer, and you can also use this one again for another page if you want. So if I glue it here on this page, I have another layer. And of course you can add multiple colors to it. Again, if you spray it, you can see where the paint is. There's no spraying. Oh, it's almost empty. Very handy if you're going live, Anne-Marie, making a film. So if I let this dry, you can really see 2-dimensional almost. No, 3-dimensional, because this pops up. It's doesn't absorb water, and the paper does. It's very soft paper. So this is a really nice way, and you get these nice structures here. You can see this. So simple, keep it simple and stupid. I always say keep it kiss. And let's see if I have another spray bottle for when my other one is running empty. I don't know if this one is working. Let's try again later on. What you can do is all kinds of pieces of iron, plastics, whatever is laying around in your house. You can overlay them if you like. And what I like is when this side is wet, you can use it as a stencil, a stamp. Again, easy, and you've got a nice layer. You can also add multiple stuff over it with another color, maybe a darker color. Let's see, this one is darker. Oh yeah, more bright, darker. Ta-da! Just a piece of textile, you spray through it. That's it. Another layer. Okay, let's see. I really like to use my palette knife a lot. And just add some paint on your page. Do it in a hurry, because the faster you work, the less you're thinking. And the less you're thinking, the more spontaneous your pages become. It's just a first layer. Don't forget that. It's just a first layer. If you want something bright into it, put something bright into it. Again, it's just a base for your spread. You can draw lines in it if you like, or a pattern, or write something in it. whatever you like. Another spread finished. You can, what I like a lot is, let's see if which one is okay. You can start, I have these dripping pots, there's on RV Art and how to do. You just do like this. You can add water to it, then it runs more fluidly. Again, if you don't want to see any white, you can spray a little bit of color. Let it dry. You can write, of course, in this thick paint. Draw lines in it. Go wild with it. Again, let it dry. Another page is ready. So let's see what is nice also for another layer. You can just draw lines. Again, maybe with a variation in stuff. Let's see, I could use ta-da! Is this about that it's pretty? No, it's the first layer and you can just work on it later on. You can also go in this with paint again. If you really don't want to see any white, just add some water. Because these are not water soluble pencils, so you can do that. Pastels. Not too thick, because then you don't see anything left from the stripes. So again, another spread. What you can do is put a collage and you have a first layer, but I think when you use a collage it's already so much meaningful and then it's harder to get a blanco starting point for your story. So yes, it's possible. Is it wise? I don't know. A thick layer of paint. Rub it the same as I did before, and you have a kind of flower almost. You can do it again, or with maybe adding first another color. Could be nice, I don't know. Let's see what's happening here. I didn't spread the paint clear enough, so again, maybe add another color. Action painting. Let's see how fun this is and how quickly you see me doing it, you know, in just a few minutes. I like this. You have paint on your paper and you just go pull it like this. So you paint with a piece of paper. No control at all what's happening. You can make it wet again. Let's see, still something is happening. And that's what you also can do with a piece of cloth. Make it wet. Smear it around as still can. And then your paint comes really translucent. And you get this really soft color, so it's not thick or in your face so much. So I really like to do this also. Just get rid of all this paint and you can start by making some drippings maybe. And I like to do these drippings and then add some water. They are going to become a kind of stars. And you can also, I dip my pencil in water, and it's nice to maybe doodle on your page or go around this stuff here. I'm just improvising, guys. I didn't practice this for a whole day. Just doing what my impulses tell me to do. Or let me do. Nobody's talking here in my head. It's just, you know, action, reaction. Oh, my dog wants to get in. And why do I dip my pencil in water? Because it gets more, you get more soft lines. Ta-da! Get my dog in. One moment, please. Come on. Yeah, we're live. We're making a video. So I had this on the side. What I can do now is maybe I want to spray a little bit more with these colors I have, but they were almost done. Nope, wrong side. And these are Simpel made spray inked with stain powder from, this is fun. Now I get rings, circles instead of this. So, ta-da! Very easy peasy. Let's see, can I make up something? Oh yeah, I have this wallpaper here. Where's the other one? Where's the other one? Nee, Roos, niet doen. You have to have a broad pencil. It's too thick, my paint, so let's get some. And you press it on your paper. Why buy very expensive stencils if you can have this? These are very nice. They are cheap. You buy them on the market. No, on the Walmart. How do you say it? Where you can buy building stuff, wallpaper, samples. You put some. You can do it with a ruler if you like. A roller, no, a brayer. So you can work very layered. I don't have a nice color, so it becomes a bit muddy, but you know the drill. Even can add some. Or maybe you like to doodle straight lines. It's possible. Everything's possible. That's the fun of art journaling or creating at all. You can do anything. Nobody's telling you, no, you can't do this. Yes, maybe your ego tells you, but nobody else is telling you you can't do this. No, I don't like this. So if you have something you don't like, ta-da, we've got white paint or another one. And then these colors are going to mix again. And I can choose not to, or just especially leave some of the background visible. So it's up to you what you're going to do with it. You see, it's much softer now and more exciting than it was before, maybe. You can do this with a brush, but I don't like brush strokes so much, so you can do it also with your hand. And what is nice, if you have paint, wet paint, you can press your stencil in it, and then you have another one. So I have already 3 layers in a few minutes. So let's see. Ta-da-dam! Let's see, is there something left? I wouldn't know. Sinead. Yes, I can go on for hours, but you know, it doesn't become better or whatever. So just, I want to show you that it's really easy. You know, it's not difficult or it's complicated. We make it complicated, but just these first layers, whatever, how you do it, it doesn't matter. This one. This is photo paper, so there's always this extra layer on it. As I told before, you can paint with paper. You get different marks. So, and you can use this later on. I like to, you get these wrinkles and then I spray ink on it. And then this dark color comes in the lines of the wrinkles, and I like that a lot. I noticed that if you use papers a lot of times, then they get more pretty and pretty and pretty. And you get this vintage look of paper, of pattern that is as if it's there already for ages. And again, you can do this dripping if you want. I like drippings a lot. Fold your page, then you get these wings. And again, do some drawing in it. I drew on an angel. Whatever. If you don't like it, just, you know how it works. If I put the blower on this, then the oil pastel disappears. And I like that. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. There are no mistakes. There are only lucky accidents. And again, mostly you don't see anything left from these layers. It's just a fun to start, you know, get over your anxiety of spoiling it, or how do I start, or whatever. And you can take as long as you like. You can do the simple ones, you can do the more layered ones, depending on how much time you have and how much energy you have, or how many ideas you have. Maybe you want to get started in your own story. You have a lot of ideas, but I know a lot of you have troubles starting, and you know, it's just, if you're started, go beyond the edges, then you get more energy in your... Nay! My dog wants to get out now again. So again, ta-da-ta-da! So I think you know the drill now. So what we got is this one, very simple. The textile, this one, paint with spray inked. Working with a pencil and oil pastel. Oh, this big blob of paint, printing with it. This one is the last one. This one is printed with wallpaper. This one is adding paint with your palette knife and using your owl and drawing in it. This was the big dripping pot. And using your owl to make marks. And this one was also very nice, I think, the stenciling. So I hope it was helpful for you. I could do this for another 50 minutes maybe. And Don't trouble yourself. Have fun. So, let's get some nice paint. See what a difference it makes if you just add some color on it. Oh yeah, I have this dripping. So, ta-da-da-da-dam. I hope you enjoyed it. I did, and have fun. Don't worry. Take it easy. Bye bye.